high-tech studio. You're at the Watchmen Way high-tech studio, Las Molinas, California, Brewer Ranch, March 3rd, 2020. Let's see, let me adjust this angle a little bit. How's that? That better, Danielle? What the heck's going on? There's more and more evidence pointing to martial law probably coming over the weekend or Monday, something like that. So just changes with some companies that had been working that are now shutting down. Companies that were considered necessary, making necessary parts. We're close, guys. We're close to this thing coming down. So don't procrastinate. Because there's days maybe weeks at the outside, but then there's more stuff pointing to Easter something going down or before Easter even, and it all fits together with the QAnon. I think it came from the Anons that I've talked about. I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. That laid out this exact game plan, that martial law would be the first week in April. That we would do the quarantine first, which we saw them do, and now they're going to roll out martial law. And listen, guys, God, people are so quick to jump ship when they think something's up. Instead of doing some homework, I'm talking about support for President Trump. The criticism, of like he's going globalist on us. We can't trust him anymore. It's like, what the... It really kind of ticks me off more than anything, because we wouldn't be here without him. What's your other option? What are you going to do now? Jump ship? Switch horses in the middle of the race? No. My God. Just think about what you're saying and how it's impacting your fellow Americans with that negative, ignorant crap. This guy's put his life on the line for us. So what he's given up, a life of comfort, have faith. Listen, God showed me his hand is on President Trump, guiding and protecting him. He's not going to turn on us. Not going to happen. What would have been the point? Think about that for a second. What would have been the point for the deep state to bring him in as a shill when all they had to do was let Hillary win? We'd have been screwed. It would have been a civil war at best. Millions would have died. We get President Trump, and look where we are. And that's the other thing. I'll tell you, the people who aren't awoke are exposing themselves, the ones that say they are. Because if you're now accusing President Trump of turning on America, you're not awake. You're not close to being awake, because he's the biggest part of this whole equation. And the second being the satanic pedophilia that's being destroyed, and thousands of children are being saved every day now. Because this is happening. We have nothing to fear from President Trump, or anything at all, for that matter. We're going to have the greatest transfer of wealth in human history that you can all be a part of. It's physical silver and Litecoin. God showed it to me for a reason. He wants his people to control the financial system, to control the money this next time around. And we are headed into a new world, guys. It's going to, like I said, you leave today, you leave Earth today, come back in a year. You won't recognize the place. Maybe two. My point is, what's happening right now? This fake virus that's a cover for the worldwide economic collapse and the swamp takedown and the eradication of satanic pedophilia. That's what's happening right now. And it's going to be public knowledge in a matter of weeks. Maybe days. I mean, we're not that far off from Easter. You know, what are we talking? A week? Just over a week. Well, Good Friday is a week from today. They say maybe by Good Friday. And we've gotten all these explosions, all these earthquakes going on, places we don't normally see them. You don't think that something's going on underground in those bases we know are there? Robert Kennedy's granddaughter, and I think her son, possible boating accident in Chesapeake Bay, I guess. Don't jump to conclusions here, because there's going to be, I think, some funny things going on with the Kennedys. Most of you have probably already seen that video of the Kennedy grandkids doing a song, a popular song. I don't know what it's called. Something's up. Something big's coming, guys. That might be what they announce on whenever they're going to announce it. Maybe Good Friday. JFK Jr. Newsflash. I think he's coming back. He might be the new vice president. Well, that vice presidential candidate, which will make him the new vice president in 2020. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, just think about that. We got them on the ropes. We have them on the ropes. Well, no, we don't have them on the ropes. They're down. And the count's going. He's struggling to get up. But then, Democratic royalty comes back from the dead to jump on the President Trump bandwagon and accept the nomination for vice president. What do you think happens when you have the economy down, the swamp down, the satanic pedophiles exposed, and most of them coming from the Democratic Party in politics? What do you think happens to the Democratic Party? What do you think happens to mainstream media? It's all over, guys. This is man's greatest accomplishment. Right now, what you're seeing going on around you is man's greatest accomplishment. Getting tired of hearing people whine about the unemployment or the business loan they're not going to get when we're saving thousands of children a day in man's greatest accomplishment. Zip it. I don't want to hear any more whining. You're going to feel like a jackass in a week or two when you find out what's really been going on, while you're bitching and complaining and doubting President Trump. You're not awake. You got a lot of work to do. You need more homework. I mean, this is as plain as day what's happening. If you don't see, if you think they shut down the worldwide economy for the flu, I want to see your IQ test. Because you're not very bright if that's what you think. And trust me, this is the flu. Look at the mortality rates. This is all smoke and mirrors in front of the cameras. There's nothing going on. This is the flu. So, why would they stir up this hysteria? Give me another. Okay, now we know by the numbers it's not the flu. There are many credible doctors coming out saying this isn't a pandemic. So why else would they do it? They're doing it for a reason. What did it accomplish? It shut everything down. There's nobody on the streets. There's no targets for sleeper cells. Everybody's got their guns loaded at home. They're not going to come around door to door. Their only chance is to catch us out in the open. They're eliminating targets. Use your heads. Use your critical thinking skills. This is to get us out of the way so they can do their work. Saving these kids and taking down these monsters to get the justice they deserve, which I believe for most of them is going to be execution. You committed treason? I think you're going to be executed. You murdered a child? You better be executed, because if they ever let you out in the street, and there's video. Oh yeah. Thousands of hours of video. And I believe it's all going to be available for the public to view if they want to. I don't care to see it. I've heard many reports of what's on it. And that human beings could do that to one another. It's horrific. I mean, you're going to see why there's so much cognitive dissonance. And it's been going on for thousands of years. Think about that. This has been going on for thousands of years, and it ends right now. Let that sink in. Do you understand how significant this is? Changes the world forever. It's heaven on earth. 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. That's what we're headed into. Does that sound like fear porn? I got accused all day long posting facts about the economy of trying to drive fear and doomsday. I'm preaching the opposite. There's no doomsday here. Man's greatest age is what's here. Get on board with that. Wake up. You got time, and the internet's still on. So, and it may go down. That's the other thing, guys. It might go down in the beginning of this martial law. So be prepared for that. Internet might go, communications might go down. No TV, no radio. Maybe 3 days, 3 to 10 days is what I've heard. Now that we're this late into it, I don't think it's going to go 10 days. I think they're trying to have this done by the 10th. We'll see. I'm through ranting, I think. Jim Grant warns the Fed firemen are also the arsonist. So yeah, the guys that are saying they're trying to put out the fire are the guys that started the fire. Google search activity shows U.S. entering a depression. You know why? They're searching doomsday. It's not doomsday, guys. The guy who's being accused of pushing doomsday is telling you it's not doomsday. It's the greatest transfer of wealth. Get on board. Get your Litecoin and silver. Anything you leave in the bank is going to be gone. Anything on paper is going to be gone. Get Litecoin and silver today. And I'm telling you, when this starts, forget it. Forget getting it at anything close to the prices today. You're going to kick yourself if you miss this opportunity. The greatest transfer of wealth in human history. We're upon it. Are you going to let it slip through your fingers? Because I'm telling you, if you do, you're going to kick yourself the rest of your life. And God wants this. This has nothing to do with the love of money. This is about paying it forward. The more you reap from God's gift, the more He expects you to pay forward, building the foundation of His church, which is the way. The church that Jesus taught 2,000 years ago. Tell the truth every time. Do the right thing every time. Live your life in the service of others. Treat others with respect. No violence unless it's self-defense. I mean, there's no downside to this. The reason the elites never adopted it? Because they couldn't control it. We're all the church. There's no priest. There's no pope. There's no buildings. We're mostly meeting in the streets. The church is everywhere. It's in how we live our lives every day. That's what Jesus wanted. That's what God wants now. And He showed me the way will be the biggest religion in the world within 20 years. The timing is right. The Catholic Church is coming down this year. Pope's going to resign. The Catholic Church is going to collapse from the inside. There's 1.2 billion Catholics who are going to be looking for a new home. And the way will be here to comfort them and answer their questions, because they're going to have a lot of questions about how this happened. Okay, I guess I wasn't done ranting. Okay, yeah, I had it right here too. Growing unrest by the ignorant. Small Texas city is going to fine people $1,000 for not wearing mask. I guarantee nobody's going to pay that $1,000 because it's not dangerous, guys. It's the flu. We don't wear the mask in America for the flu. Delta volume down 94%. Burning 60 million a day. Oh my God. Zero Hedge headline. Distraction ? POTUS sends warships to Venezuela. Here's might be the greatest fake out in history. So everybody thinks it's a distraction, right? From what they're going to say is his mishandling of the virus. What if they're going down there to nab Maduro? What about that? Wouldn't that be something? Send the SEALs in? Because I'll tell you, the military doesn't want any part of us. They will turn him over in a heartbeat. And trust me, We've got people in Venezuela right now working on that. Don't be surprised if he doesn't come back on one of our boats. Because remember, they're not messing around. This is worldwide. They're gonna take down the Queen. They're gonna take down the Pope. They're gonna take down the royals. They're gonna take down 3 former presidents of the United States. They'll damn sure roll into Venezuela and take whoever they want. And Venezuela is going to be glad that we did it. They're going to have parties as we're hauling them out. Unanticipated shock. Under Armour shutters all their stores and lays off 6,700 workers. Nobody saw it coming. They're dropping like flies, guys. This is over. I'm telling you. After the businesses, the banks, the countries, this is worldwide. Nobody's getting away from it. First ever worldwide economic collapse. And I think the first person on the planet with some help from God to talk about it was me 5 years ago. Nobody saw this coming. Not 5 years ago. God showed it to me. Everything he showed me happening this year, guys. Get on board. Litecoin and silver. Carbon 60. Millions of businesses stunned to find they're not eligible for the bailouts, the virus bailouts. Corporate debt reckoning is coming. Yeah, the 2.2 trillion fails to help most small businesses. Oh boy. The angels are falling. Quarter one saw a record downgrade to junk bonds. Real pain is looming. B of A says QE versus unemployment means soaring inflation, and it's going to crush the dollar. That's coming from Bank of America. But I'm pushing fear porn. This isn't me saying this stuff, guys. I'm just putting it together. I'm the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Dean and DeLuca, grocery stores chain, filing for bankruptcy. They're hoping to reopen their shuttered stores at some point in the future. We'll see how that goes. At least they're a grocery store. Got to have them. But they're closing now? Yeah, okay. PMI signals GDP collapse. But companies, so they're expecting a collapse, but companies expect the worst to follow. What's that telling you? My God. Does somebody have to hit you upside the head with a shovel? This is happening, guys. And again, I'm not talking to the Watchmen, because you guys all know. I'm talking to our gaining masses. We're hitting like 2,500 views in 24 hours now. With only, we're also almost up to 3,000? We're almost up to 3,000 members. We might be up to 3,000 members before the end. We're going to be to 10,000 by the end of the month, guys. It's crazy what's happening, I'm telling you. Unemployment rate soars. Most in 45 years. As U.S. slides into a depression. Futures slide as European economy craters. You can't make this stuff up. All eyes are on payroll. More bad news to come. By the way, stock market was down 360 points. Litecoin is over 40 bucks, 40.55. Get it while you can. Silver was under 15 bucks, 14.52. You're going to pay $16, $17 out the door. Trust me, when it's $1,000 by the end of this year, you're going to wish you bought more. You can still get it. Don't miss the boat. Litecoin, $40 plus. Some analysts believe 3 million by 2024. I think that number's conservative. There's only 84 million in the world, Litecoin. Over 64 million have already been sold. Within an hour of this thing blowing up, the last 20 million will be gone. And the thing is, you won't be able to buy it because the exchanges are going to close down within an hour after this show being announced. So if you don't get it now, you're not going to get it because it could happen tomorrow. That's how far along we are. Okay, where am I at here? Oh, I'm not bad. Okay. So make sure I got everything. A lot of things pointing to Easter, guys. Okay, let's see what we have for questions. We just hit 3,000 members, guys. We were at 1,800 a month ago. Scott, how you doing? Gary, what's up? Danielle, hello. Kevin. Yeah, God's going to judge. Well, God's going to judge later. I think military tribunals are going to judge now. That's fine with me. Whatever they decide, I'm good with. Paul, how you doing? I don't think anybody is selling silver at spot price, Paul. Get the best price you can and go for it. No, nobody's selling at spot right now. Becky just said she got her silver in 1 week from SD Bullion. That's pretty good. Good job, Becky. Cody, how you doing? David, what's up? How many sites you post to, David? We're probably hitting 100,000 a day with all the different groups we're posting with. Brittany, how you doing? Lisa, hello. Yeah, listen, self-defense, guys. Paul had silver stolen through the mail, but was refunded. Yeah, guys, Danielle's talking about we have a mentor program. So anybody that wants some extra help getting through this stuff, look on the pages. Sign up. Dallas, how you doing? April, how you doing? How's Susie? Mike, how you doing? Randy, what's up? Cecil, how you doing? We did say hi to Danielle, I think, didn't I? Yeah, your silver's insured, guys. They insure it when they ship it. That's part of the price. Jada, how you doing? Tessie, hello. Rhonda, hello. Schumer wants to impeach President Trump again. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's going to be worse than last time. In fact, Schumer might be in prison before he gets a chance. Yeah, I don't know about them, Kevin, but, do some homework. Make sure. I'm sure they're okay. That name looks familiar. I think they are pretty big, maybe. I'd have to look. Albert, Jamie's asking if anybody heard troops are heading to Fort Bliss. I know troops are moving all over the country. Let us know, Jamie, if you find out. Okay, Marissa's asking about carbon 60. So carbon 60 is something God showed me. It's a supplement. Just my example. I rodeoed for almost 40 years. My knees were shot. Walking on gravel or uneven pavement really bothered me. Forget about running. Um, God showed me this. I started taking this stuff. Within 6 weeks, my pain was gone. That's 5 years ago. Gone to this day. I can run again. Amazing stuff. And it goes way beyond that, guys. A guy who was worked at NASA scientist, his mom had dementia. He's actually manufacturing this stuff now. He got onto it because he was looking for something that might help his mother. I guess they live in a town somewhere in South Carolina, something like that. Everybody knows everybody, small southern town. One day he gets a call from a friend telling him his mom's driving around town. Well, it had been a year since she started taking that stuff, and she'd fully recovered from advanced dementia. There's something to this. They're saying the molecules are so minute, they get in places where other antioxidants can't, so it really detoxes the body. It helped me with my workouts. I felt better. I had more energy. I wasn't as hungry. Everybody should be taking this stuff. And when we're talking about the virus and we're talking about chemtrails, it's a smart thing. So, look it up on YouTube. They've done several studies. I think it extends human life too. That's the other thing, guys. There's been some crazy studies. Take a look at it. So that's Carbon 60. I get good and cheap Carbon 60. That's the name brand. Good and cheap Carbon 60 in olive oil. Get it at Amazon. It's like $19 for a 100 ml bottle. Take that like 15 ml a day. It's about a week's supply. Best supplement I've ever taken. And if you have pets with problems too, this cured cancer on dogs. Feeding this to dogs. I mean, that's what it's actually approved for, is for pet use. Don't let that scare you. Yeah, definitely boost your immune system. And Kathleen knows. Yeah, amazing stuff, guys. Debbie, how you doing? Scott, what's up? Yeah, if you're talking about Carbon 60, yeah, they discovered it. I think they first found it. I think it was an asteroid strike. Um, and then now they figured out how they can make it. And it's basically by sparking carbon rods, and then what's left is Carbon 60. And that there are people that are, say, athletes, they take a bottle a day of this stuff. Like if they've got a competition coming up, I would imagine it'd be great if you were a marathoner. They take a bottle a day. They tried to kill rats, what the toxicity level is. They couldn't kill them. I mean, unless they drowned them in it. As much as they could ingest, it wouldn't kill them. Zero side effects. Negative side effects. Yep. Gary's got it. Amanda, how you doing? Oh, Amanda is a new member. She's writing a book about her experience, starting with swine flu and the terrible experience she had there, and then jumping forward to now with the virus and the Watchmen and how she became involved. So our first book, guys, Amanda, and she's got a new page too. It's Wake Up, right, Amanda? Post it, will you please? Everybody should join the page. She's putting out excerpts of the book as she's writing it, so check it out. And here's Jamie. Jamie Lopez Sanders, the co-founder of the Watchmen. How you doing, Jamie? Saw it, Lisa. Good job. Everybody should thank Lisa too, and Danielle. They both do a lot of work behind the scenes, guys. That trust me, they've taken a lot of pressure off me with what they're doing. And it's been a huge help. I don't know if I'd be here without them because it was getting tough. Jeremy, how you doing? Jeremy shared. Yeah, like and share the guys too. The more you share this, the more people are going to see it. Get your money out of the bank. David's right. Look at David. Joan, how you doing? Chrissy, how are you? Jordan, hello. Dalton, my nephew. What's up, Dalton? Lisa, hello. Randy, what's up? Yeah, yeah, it's interesting, Randy. Hang around a while. You'll hear things here you won't hear anywhere else. Yeah, you guys should be proud of yourselves. All of you guys should be proud of yourselves. Listen, what we're doing is life changing for thousands of families, for the better, for the much, much better. So all you guys should be proud. Anybody who's red pilled someone, anybody who's got someone to buy Litecoin and or physical silver should be proud of yourself. This is God's work. So be proud. It's going down any day, Tessie. Hang in there. Randy just got 40 ounces from JM Bullion. Yeah, I just talked about that, Tessie. And we'll see what happens. Dalton wants to know what happened with Tom Hanks. I talked about this last night. Here's my opinion on the celebrities, guys. I don't care where they are right now. I know they're going to end up at Gitmo. So, in the big scheme of things, it's not that important. He's definitely going down. If he's out, he's got an ankle bracelet on. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Well, that's what listen. Think about this. The Kennedys know the water. They're famous sailors. They all live on the water. What are the odds of a woman like that taking a canoe out in weather that probably wasn't advisable with her child? What if she disappeared for a couple of weeks or a week? What if more of them disappeared and then came back at, who knows, maybe Good Friday? Crazy stuff happening. I don't know. It's just, that's what popped into my head when I saw that story was, wait a minute, this doesn't add up. Just like his plane going down didn't add up. And the story behind it didn't add up. I'm talking about JFK Jr. Plane, that is. Oh, what? They found their bodies? That just ruined my theory. Are you sure, Tessie? Or because I didn't see that anywhere. Susie had a hard time getting on. Okay, Susie. Is that like your dog ate the homework? We'll give you a pass. Rita's getting a payment from the IRS on the 5th. Oh, she's got a payment. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I wouldn't pay it, Rita, but it's your call. No, she's dead. Ginsburg died last year or the first part of this year. They put it up on Fox, and then somebody pulled it. They got to her. The deep state got to her body before the white hats could, and now it's been a sham ever since because they didn't want to give POTUS another selection on the Supreme Court. It doesn't matter. They know it doesn't matter. That's why they never made a big deal of it because it made zero difference. They had the votes they needed. Oh, Roberts, by the way, our the Chief Justice, I don't think he's going to be around very long either. Just saying. Keep your eyes on it. Yeah, 30-mile-an-hour winds with 2 to 3 foot waves in a canoe is not what you should be doing. No, it will not interfere with your chemo. Start taking it. It's going to help you. Trust me, Patricia. Start taking it. Yeah, I'm not saying they were the ones singing. I'm saying that we've got all this strange stuff coming out with the Kennedys, and we've got maybe Junior coming back. I was just tying it together. Danielle's going to cry. Don't cry, Danielle. Everybody should be celebrating a little bit. Don't overdo it. We got to finish this thing. And Gary does a lot too. He's like our mascot. Gary, you can be our mascot. Maybe we'll even get you a costume. What do you think? You can wear it at the first annual get together, probably in Sedona, Arizona. Details to follow. Joy, how you doing? Joy's late again. Joy might have to go to detention because I think this is a couple of days this week. Julie, how you doing? Better late than never. Okay, no detention. Yeah, we're celebrating. I'll cut you guys some slack. Did I just jump here? There we go. Marissa, how you doing? James, what's up? Good job, Lisa. Hager, thank you. She had 15 family members join, friends, family. Now, okay, guys. All right. I'm picking up a vibe here. And I know we're just among ourselves, but this is a good time to talk about this. We really, I want to start backing off and we should start it right now because we know it's coming. Um, Backing off, you know, attacking the liberals because trust me, they're going to feel pretty sick to their stomachs here in a couple of weeks. And we got to get in the mindset of accepting them back from the hell they've been in. Um, we know why this happened. You know, it's not all their fault. The system has been stacked against them, you know, with the brainwashing and the education some of these people are getting. You know, they don't know anything about the Constitution. They don't know what it should be. That's what they wanted. So we can't, at some point, we've got to stop it. And I think now is as good a time as any. And I'm not criticizing you guys, because trust me, I've had my fun with liberals. But now's the time, I think, that we back off it. Let's start setting the tone for them coming back to us, because they're going to come back to us. And they're more likely to do that if we show them that we're accepting of them. And listen, there's no one here that has been put through what I've been through. And I will accept every single one of them back. No hard feelings. That's what God wants. That's how it should be. When you're living your life the way, that's how it should be. And I hope all of you guys are at least making the effort to do that. Because it starts here, guys. It starts with us. And don't forget the ministries. We want your information so we can start putting this all together. Because things are going to start happening fast. We're going to get overwhelmed here. And everything that we can get done now, we should be doing. So that we're prepared when the Catholic Church goes down. Because we're going to be overwhelmed, guys, I'm telling you. 1.2 billion worldwide looking for a new home. We're going to be there for them. So let's start now. Let's see, am I going the right way? Joy, my sentiments exactly. Listen, I mean, I keep saying it, but that's why I had my stroke. I was internalizing, knowing what's going on with these kids and nothing on the surface looking like nothing's been done or being done. And we know that's not the truth. You know, this isn't just like you go start knocking on doors. There were more globalists in our government than there were patriots when President Trump took office. This wasn't like, okay, now we're just going to flip a switch and go round these guys up. No, it's not that easy. They were too powerful. Couldn't do it. Millions would have died if he would have tried. Wait till you find out the assets they had. They had nuclear weapons. Bioweapons. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Come on back. There we go. Almost lost you. My fat fingers. As you can see, we're really high tech here. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Julie, how you doing? Penny, what's up? Yeah. Okay, Gary. You're welcome, Lisa. That's what we're here for. That's what we're all here for now. If you're here, you're in, guys. You can't get away. This is kind of like the mafia. There's no getting out. You're in for life. Yeah, Kathleen's got a point here. Robert Kennedy Jr. has been very outspoken about vaccines, and Kathleen's and it makes sense that maybe the big pharma is trying to get back at him. Send him a message. Raylyn, how you doing? JC, what's up? Okay, we're talking about two different sets of bodies, I think, JC. We're talking about from the JFK Jr. plane crash and the incident that happened this afternoon with his granddaughter, I think. Robert's granddaughter, I'm not sure. Yeah, Robert Kennedy, his granddaughter, I think. Yeah, I do give medical. When it comes from God, I give medical advice. The same thing with what I do with Litecoin and silver. I'm not a financial advisor. Listen, I'm exercising my right to religion. God gave me these words to relay to you. Nobody's going to tell me I can or can't say it. And I'm not going to qualify it. I'm not going to ask the government for permission. You want to arrest me? Come and get me. I'll take it to the Supreme Court. God comes before country. That's what's got us into this mess in the first place, is we lost sight of that. We're getting it back. You're going to see the biggest spiritual movement in world history is coming. Trust me. I'm making Gary laugh. Okay, fair enough. No, 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 no. No, David. We're not doing Gary and drag. That's not, no. And listen, no offense, but not for the Watchmen. Carolyn, how you doing? No, you can't wait a week. Let's stop it right now. The lib bashing stops. We've had our fun. It's time to do more God's work. Yeah, see, Jeremy converted a couple of them. They're now switched to the Trump train. They were Bernie supporters. Good job, Jeremy. That's what this is all about. Red pilling and preparing. Yeah, we need to pray for everyone because, and again, this is not fear porn or gloom and doom, but more. I'm telling you, this is more a mental and spiritual issue for people. That's what's going to get them. It's not the physical stuff that's going to get people. It's going to be the mental and the spiritual part of this, and that's why we're going to see this awakening. They keep calling it the Great Awakening. It is, and it's a spiritual awakening. It's going to change the world, guys. Just think about this. 90% of the evil in the world is being eradicated at the same time the way is taking hold and exploding across the world. What kind of world do you think we're going to have? Heaven on earth. Man's greatest age. That's what's coming. Oh, they're here. Oh, no. Yeah, we moved them all out. They went out to pasture. I didn't even notice. It's been a hectic day, guys. I've been on the phone all day. On the phone and social media. Battling. Battling and helping. I'm saying JFK Jr. is alive 95%. is what I'm saying. Based by everything I've seen the last 2 years, I believe it's go to YouTube and search for Vincent Fusca, Fusca. Look at the Jennifer Mack videos. Yeah, Danielle's a muscle. 800,000 kids a year. That's right. Go missing every year in America. Let that sink in. Yep, God gave me a tug on something because they didn't think I was going to make it through the night. And here I am. What did I do? The first show a week later, I think, something like that. And I had one of my best friends through rodeo, traveled together for several years, who died like the month before. And they were doing his service at a bull riding in Morgan Hill at his old arena. And so I couldn't miss it. So I went, and 5 days after I got out, 5 days after the stroke, I was on horseback in the arena, running bulls out. Jamie knows what that's about. It's not an extremely dangerous job, but when you're not thinking straight, you could get run over. They might already have Obama and Hillary. If not, they'll have them soon. Yeah, as Patricia says, that's just in America, and a lot of kids don't go reported as missing. I look better? Thanks, David. I didn't think I looked that bad. Or good and then better. Okay. Yeah, Surgeon Dan. I would only do a very few things with a scalpel. Oh, yes, I do, Danielle. I had to. Marijuana is what one of the things that saved me, because they couldn't get my blood pressure down with a medication. That's what keeps me alive, because they wouldn't give me any more, and it wasn't doing the job. It took us months to figure it out. Yeah, it was months before we got my blood pressure down, and it really scared the doctors. Sherman, how you doing? Danny, what's up? Oh, Danny's going to be a grandfather. Prayers for his daughter Amanda. Congratulations, Danny. Michael's saying he has contact with family in Cambodia, right next to China. The people are nervous, but no virus to speak of there. Yeah, it's a cover, guys. Dawn, how you doing? Oh, you're welcome, Kathleen. Yeah, all the videos, guys, are on the Watchmen Way site. Go to the video section. There's a lot of good info there for you, especially the new people. You definitely got to watch Everything's a Rich Man's Trick. First one you should see. It's long, but it's worth it. Yeah, they're dead ringers. Listen, and President Trump is interacting with that couple, Vincent Fusca and his wife, who looks exactly like JFK's wife, JFK Jr.'s wife. Listen, it's either real or they're trying to make us think it's real. And I just don't see them using JFK Jr. Just think about the family. And I just don't see them doing it out of respect if it wasn't true. We'll talk about it, Danielle. Yeah, 39 years riding bucking horses. I broke almost every bone in my body. Yeah, I know, David. Look at those numbers. Growing every day. Aaron, welcome. Chrissy's friend. Yeah. Well, it does make me happy. Yeah, JC's got the story on JFK Jr. He's got it down. Talk to JC. Under Jody Sconsey, Hollingsworth, Cleveland. That's Jimmy Cleveland, world famous bareback rider. Oh, wait a minute. Who's this now? Oh, Mark Graham. Dad was a two-time world champion. What did he do, Mark? Well, JC's a world champion. I've got a few world championships in the seniors. You can find it, Gary. It's kind of hard to find. You're better off going to the site, but you can go to YouTube and find it. My niece Danielle. How's it going, Danielle? Yeah, there's pictures of Fusca in the White House. What does that tell you? Yeah, take a licking and keep on ticking. Okay, let's see, boy. We've got a lot of questions. Tessie, how you doing? My sister-in-law, Heidi. How you doing, Heidi? Rebecca. Oh, that looks like that's it. Wow. See how long we go? When we're over. Okay. All right, guys. A lot going on. Pay attention when when you're out. Well, I don't think we're going to be out much next week. I think they're gonna shut it down, the whole deal. They were just kind of leading us up to it, right? Little by little, getting us used to it, which is good. We don't want any civil unrest. And please, if you hear that kind of talk, diffuse it. Don't throw gas on the fire. We don't need that right now. We got to be smart from here on out, when we have been, but we have to continue. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. If I look better, it's because it's sinking in, you know. We're finally almost to that first finish line. Obama or Clinton, going down soon. I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Remember, fear not. God and President Trump are 1,000% in control. I'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.